we are live.
All right, go for it.
All right. So let's wait for a few people to join. Hello, Harmeet ji. How are you? How was
Very
your
well.
day?
It's been pretty productive. I had a session today where I delivered a live workshop on high converting landing pages, and I believe it was phenomenal for the people. They really picked up valuable insights into what should be there and how should the communication on the landing page be.
Okay, amazing. Thank you so much. Hi, hello everyone. Good morning, good evening. I know many of you are watching from different places, Canada, USA, and some of my clients from Singapore as well. So I welcome each one of you for this live session today with Mr. Harmeet Kelly, the funnel conversation specialist, I would say. He is an expert in sales, and today I have brought him here one specific reason. We all wanted to have a better conversation, better communication, and he's a sales expert, sales specialist. So he's going to give us many insight about himself and the field which he is in, and he's going to give us tips on marketing and how we can market ourselves in our family as well. Because Hamiji, you know very well that my target audience are women who are busy, and of course they wanted to sell them on in their family life also. So I hope our conversation would definitely help them. And for everyone, he is on a mission to help many coaches out there to optimize the conversation and bring their sales by 3x. So he corely believes that he wanted to bring a deeper conversation to turn any prospective lead into a loyal lifetime customers. And he always says this to me, like, we need to have that emotionally deeper conversation than and outer layer of just a surface level conversation. So thank you so much, Hamiji, for taking your time and being here. I know it's your time to just give us an introduction about yourself.
My name is Harmeet. I'm a third generation entrepreneur from a family run business turned marketing consultant. I do specialize in the area of marketing and sales, but really speaking, my heart goes out for coaching. Like that's my first love. When I would say marketing will bring you the lead, the sales will bring in the money, but the real difference is made when you really are able to take people on a journey of a coaching in a way where you work with their challenges and you solve those challenges for them. There is no bigger a joy to see your client succeed in his endeavors, because these are the kind of joys which I believe money can't buy.
Okay.
If you can really commit yourself to the highest advantage of others where they succeed, you will automatically succeed.
Wow, that's a great insight. Rightly said.
This is a learning that I had from my mentor Blair Singer, and he says if you can commit yourself to the highest advantage of others, you will automatically get whatever you want. So the only question that you want to be asking yourself is, are you really committing yourself to the highest advantage of others?
But I just wanted to ask you this question. Of course, everyone has women in their family.
Yeah.
I want to especially ask you this question about your mother and the women out there, because I handle more women, you know that very well.
Right.
What difference they would have made in your life? What you felt like, oh, if at all my mom had never done this thing to me, I would have not be the same person like this. What was that?
In fact, I want to share with you a thought process that I have from the very beginning. And this is the line actually which had a deep impact when I read it. It was the line of the first Guru of Sikhs, Guru Nanak Dev Ji said it. And he said, So kyo manda aakhiye jit jamme rajan. Why call names to someone who is the source from where kings are even born? Right? So for me, I've been very, very fortunate to have an amazing mother, a lovely, lovely wife, and the kind of role women have played in my life and the way they have shaped up is something better. However, I believe it is also a little unfortunate because we say it is a man's world, but believe me, men also come from women. And what I really mean to say is, if you can really, really respect women,
Hmm.
you don't even have to like that's where you're pivotal, you're honoring the source of your life.
Yeah. Hmm.
So what I want to really say when it comes to women, or I believe women are far superior to men. That's what I fundamentally believe in. The only thing is when they say, if equality, femininity, all
I'm
of
so
it, I
happy.
think they're so bigger than that. However, the irony of the day is at times they still call it a man's world, and I don't see it that way. I don't even see it that way. I already believe women already have the power. The only thing is that they just need to stand and own their power.
Hmm.
That's sometimes over a period of conditioning, what happens is you just tend to not own a certain thing which already belongs to you, which already is yours.
Yeah. We give the control to someone
When
else, and
I'm a big fan of when women gets empowered, the whole society can move into a different direction, into a direction that we cannot even comprehend or think of.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
Harmeet, that was an amazing answer. In fact, very inspiring to know from you that you have, a mom who's always been supportive, and a wonderful wife as well. I want to ask you this, maybe like little radical question also, because you are into sales, which means sales is not an easy task for everybody. It's not a cup of tea for even the coaches that you handle, because they always find it challenging and they come to you. Have you felt like even the subtlest thing that your mom or the wife does, and you have taken those insights and you felt like yahi hai marketing, this is what we need to do to our community, to our target audience? What was those things that you always felt inspired about that?
In fact, I'll share. I in fact never wanted to do marketing and sales. I was afraid of it because when I say was afraid of it, because in the world of marketing, it is presumed and it is believed that marketing and sales is slimy, pushy, deceptive, salesy, and you have to like really, ask for money. A lot of people are really uncomfortable doing this job.
Hmm.
But when you truly discover what marketing is for what it is, and what really sales is for what sales is, then your relationship with marketing and sales alters in a way that really leaves you empowered. And that is what I actually do. How many of you in your life would have had the opportunity of having a meal from your mother, right?
Hmm.
Now, your mother will be preparing that meal for you, whatever you say, right? First of all, she will ask you, what would you like to have in dinner? What would you like to have in lunch? Okay.
Hmm.
Shall I cook you this? Shall I cook you this? Yes. After that, she will cook after asking you, and she will cook that meal with love, with compassion, with service, with care. And that's the difference between what we will never find in a five-star also. The love and the intention that your mother will put or your wife will put in while baking that chapati, while making that food, is what makes home food very, very special. It
Secret
nourishes
recipe.
not only your body, but your soul also.
Hmm.
And when she brings in that food in a plate and offers you, that is when I say we are actually making a marketing offer.
Yeah.
And when we consume that food, that's actually when a sale is made. That's how I see it. Now, if you look at, did your mother ask you this simple question, what would you like to have for lunch? Yes. Can you ask your audience, what is it that you would like to have? And if you can work out in a way where you can provide that for them, then put in
Hmm.
that effort to serve them that holistic, nutritious meal with the best of your love and intention, with an intention that makes a difference, that moves their life to the next level. And when you do that, when you offer your food with love, and
Hmm.
when those people consume that, that
Hmm.
is when they will really understand the power and the value that you bring to the table with your brand. And at that point of time, if you have done a good job with the intention part of it, then trust me, money will follow,
Yeah.
conversions will follow.
Just the intention speaks a lot than what we cook and
What,
what
what
is
I
on
what
the
I
table.
really believe in today's world, a lot of people have a lot of expertise, a lot of skills, a lot of knowledge, but somewhere a lot of people just really lack that purpose or that intention to serve. They are looking for a transaction at every uh, other end. And that is what is killing the spirit of marketing and sales in the truest of its essence. Because sales is truly about serving your client. And if you can't do that, then you're not meant for sales.
And somewhere, Harmeet, even in life coaching with women, what I felt is like, to us, you need to sell yourself first. To me, I always feel that selling is first. I need to bring that trust in anybody, not just as client, even in the family, because I need to, end of the day, have their own support and that safe environment for me to explore the opportunities that I wanted to. And every woman, I always tell them, like, make an open conversation, sell yourself, so that they buy you as a person and they allow you and empower you in every manner possible. So what is that tips and strategies that you would give us for specifically for a person to actually sell themselves first, bring that trust in the other person? Because you would have demonstrated this to many of your person first, because you sell it before even you speak, right?
It boils down to one very simple thing, dear. Are you really interested in solving the problem of your client? Which means, can you really understand what your client is going through? Can you really understand the frustration, the pain your client is dealing through when they are in a problem? Can you not have the agenda of getting that transaction, but really have a deep sense of care and an understanding of what they are going through at least? And only then, if you feel you can solve their challenge, then is when you make your next move, which is about, what is it that you are looking for? Can I really help you? When it is coming from that space of genuine help, sales will become service. Otherwise, sales is all about getting that transaction. And that is not what I teach. That's not what I'm all about. What I really want people to know is that until or unless you have the competence to solve a particular problem for your audience, don't just go out there to pitch. In fact, I would say, if you really want to sell, stop pitching.
That's something amazing. Then how can we do selling?
Yes,
I'm shocked by these
that's what I teach. Don't pitch. Don't pitch. Find out, put in the work to understand the requirement of your client first. What do you really want? Let us say you are struggling with something, right? And I'll ask you, is this how you feel? Is this what is you? Let us say you're a doctor, right? When will you start trusting a doctor? When he accurately diagnoses your problem.
Yeah.
So do you even understand the problem is the challenge. If you don't understand the problem, you will not write the medicine. No?
Yes.
If you understand the problem, only then you will write the medicine.
Yeah.
So the same thing is, if you don't understand their challenge, how are you offering your solution?
So end of the day, it's empathy comes first, to be the other person's shoe.
Empathy is the first. And when you showcase that you really care for your client, you really understand their problem, then is when the client will actually start trusting you.
Right? This actually drives me to an interesting question that, of course, I get overwhelmed when I think of this, because sales has multiple elements to it. Like, sometimes it's about talking, that the ways in a pattern of talking so that you sell. And sometimes it has to be a messaging in which you have to portray yourself, and a voice note, or even today there are email through which I have to portray things. For coaches, there are multiple ways that they have to sell themselves. So how do you actually coach people? Like, what was how will you actually make them come out of that overwhelming scenario? Oh, itna karna hai, I have to write copywriting too, I have to make an ad too, and all that. And how do you reduce that anxiety within them when they come to this sales thing?
Yeah. I want to just ask them a very simple question. And that simple question is, what is it that you truly are committed to? And what do you want your life to be all about? And have that in alignment. There are only two words I would actually say.
Okay.
Live true.
Mm.
Live true to who you are, and everything will fall in place. Which means when you start crafting your inner world, and I believe once what is really on the inside will actually show you on the outside. So if you are really a genuine person at heart, it will show on the outside as well. And for that, you have to be jo andar hai, wahi bahar hai. You have to become one with what is in. And that's the challenge for a lot of people.
Mm.
And when it comes to the world of sales, I believe one of the things which I would really want to teach everyone and anyone who is into the world of sales is we all have our revenue targets, we all have our goals and all that. But can we just forget all of it for a moment and put that on a pause and really think about committing ourselves to making a difference with our client?
Mm.
If we can genuinely do that, then I really believe you will start hitting those numbers sooner than ever. And I want to share with you a mindset that I learned from one of my mentors in the area of sales. It's a little hard to practice, but if you practice this, nobody can touch you when it comes to achieving your goals in sales and all of it. And the kind of service that you will bring to the table will be phenomenal. Right? The mindset here is, even if I was a beggar, I will still choose who to beg from.
Okay.
Which means I'm not just going to look out for sales from anybody and everyone. I will sell myself with dignity, with pride, and in a manner that's aligned with me.
Okay.
One of the things that you really have to promise yourself is that I am never going to do mis-selling. If you are anyways going to do mis-selling, then what you are looking for is a tactical solution.
Yeah.
Right? And if you are really about building a powerful brand, then brands are built on values. They are not built on tactics.
Okay.
Because brand is a promise of a quality. It's not something which you will be making it in like 6 days or 7 days, right? Or it's not a one-day job. It's how do you build a brand? When you start delivering consistent value over a period of time, and people start trusting you. And trust is something that cannot be bought on Google with Facebook ads or something like that. You have to earn it through your efforts when you put them in the right direction with the right intent.
So that the authenticity always matters a lot with which we actually serve anyone.
And in fact, in my sales program, that is what I actually bring out. That is my name of my sales program is Sales Samurai. And Sales Samurai is a mindset I teach. And in a way that's really aligned with you. And in that program, there is an activity that I take you through. There is where you actually craft that sword of that samurai with which you will win the game of sales. And it's a very beautiful activity where people really define how do they really want to sell their products and services. And that is what really, really makes them very, very effective at what they do.
Thank you so much, Harmeet. It was amazing talking to you. So many eye-opening insights. And I hope each one of them are really enjoying. And if any of them wanted to become a coach and if they wanted to connect with you, how they can actually connect with you or get in touch with you. Of course, I'm going to drop the...
Best idea is to send a DM in the chat in Instagram, or there is also a link on my Instagram bio where they can go and maybe book a one-on-one call with me, where if we find that we are a good fit, then I can offer that what we can do for them and maybe look at their challenge. If there is something minor that I need to fix with them, I'll just do that on the call itself, where I want to work with people who are really committed to making this world a better place. If you are somebody who is I'm sorry to say it, if you are somebody who is a douchebag, who is just committed to getting the transactions through, then we are probably not a good fit. right? If you really want to make a difference with your work, with your products, with your services, and you really want to empower your clients in the most authentic and the powerful way, then it is a good idea to get in touch with me, and I can really help you with whatever the best I can.
So viewers, if you have the value system aligned with Harmeet, then please contact. Otherwise, it's like unselling. No.
I'm really serious. I'm really serious because one of the key aspects to sales that I teach is please stop pitching. It is
Okay.
not, pitch is not going to get you a sale.
True.
Put in the work, ask the questions, find out the requirements of the client. This is recently happened with me. Somebody on Facebook, reached out to me and they sent me a message. Would you want to, like this service? And they were pitching me a service and something. And they said it is chargeable. Of course, it is chargeable, dear. But did you even bother to find out the requirements? Do I even have a requirement for that product or service? Did you even build a relationship with me first before you wanted to sell to me? You didn't. And of course, after that, you have no chance to ever do a business with me because you did not even meet the basic courtesy of understanding my challenge, my requirement.
Yes.
So that's why I say, if you really want to sell, stop pitching.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Ji. That was mind-blowing experience talking to you. In fact, I'm truly, thankful to you for being here. Of course, there's people might be having this question in their mind, like, what is that sales coaches being here? We are women, and what is that? See, selling yourself in any way, even in the relationship, matters the most. Understanding, like he really said, the value system that you keep, and the empathy and other, value system and the boundaries that you said, everything matters the most. The authenticity shows up everywhere with which you actually serve the people around you, the mission with which you're going to work on, even if it is work or family or business or anywhere for that matter. The intention is clearly shown to the other person. So work on them. And of course, if you want any help with our guest, of course, you can actually DM him and get in touch with him. And